You're listening to this episode on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or YouTube. Hit that subscribe button and leave us a comment. It would greatly benefit the show.
Welcome to Movie Baiters with the Farx brothers. I'm Kyle.
I'm Kirk.
I am
Checking your battery.
the other guy.
Nick on the side.
Well, you're lucky you got him in this episode. And do you go by your middle name, Eric?
No.
Eric Richardson, because your email has your middle name.
It does, yeah.
Okay.
That was Isaac's idea when I did it like 15 years ago. He's like, you have to have your full name so people know you're legit.
I always make the joke that means you actually kill the president, is when you have all three names from Conspiracy Theory.
Yeah.
You've seen that movie?
No.
Mel Gibson. Sorry. Yep, get that in. Did you get your crack? Do your crack.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, Eric Richardson.
Nice.
Usually we ask people what their multi-hyphenates are, but we know you're a composer. But you have done other things other than composing in movies, haven't you?
No, not really. I was in MacGuffin for one. I got a door thrown at me, so I did that. And then I got put on as a producer for one other thing because I gave Damien $25 so that my name could be on the credits. But that's it. Yeah, everything
you
else.
gave him money to be in the. Yeah, you're a real producer if you give someone money.
That's what he said. So.
Yeah, that's definitely the case. When where are you from? Are you from the Minnesota?
Yeah, I grew up in Vadnais Heights. Went to White Bear Lake.
Vadnais Heights, White Bear Lake. So you're like a northeast suburbs guy.
Yep.
And now you're an east suburbs guy. Not that we judge any of this, just that.
Yeah, I found my way over there. I don't know really how, but that's where I'm at now.
Are you a homeowner? Not that it matters.
We just bought a house.
Congratulations in this economy. I mean, thank you, Mr. President. Ministry from Vadnais Heights. Okay. And how did you get hooked up? Was Damien Walker who recommended you for the show? Was that how you first got into making movies?
Yeah, he's the one that got me in. My first job was at the White Bear Township movie theater.
You were with him there, because didn't a bunch of you work there? And you're all like...
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Okay.
So that's where him and I got together. I was going to say hooked up, but I don't know if that's...
Oh, I'm just
we
going to
know what you
imagine you and
meant.
Damien kissing now. Hey, Damien. Hope you're well.
Yeah, we met there, worked there a long time, and then when we got to college, he did his first movie that he was a director for. I think it's his first and last directorial movie.
Oh.
I think it was for 48, and we've been doing music ever since.
That's
I've
like
been doing
20 years
music.
ago now, huh?
It feels like it.
Name one movie that was at the movie theater when you were working in the White Bear Lake movie theater.
Oh man, I started in like 2006.
See, I was avoiding asking when it was, just to give you that.
All right.
That's fine.
Casino Royale.
Oh, that's okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
It was a fun one.
I recently watched the last one again for no reason, where he, No Time to Die.
No Time to Die. That's what I was thinking of, yeah.
It's never a time to die.
I feel like
No,
no
it's
reason is the perfect. Like
Oh, yeah, 'cause you didn't like No Time
I have
to
no
Die.
reason to watch.
Are you a Bond guy?
Not really, but I just started rewatching them because they're on Netflix.
Yeah.
All of them?
Yeah, I think they put all of them
Wow.
on there, and I started watching the
Wow.
Daniel Craig ones again. The Casino Royale's great.
Yep, I agree.
Skyfall's good, and then everything else I didn't really care for.
Yeah. One of them, Daniel Craig worked on the script, the second one, because it was during the...
Quantum of Solace?
Yeah, that was during the writer's strike. Like, they had a script going in, and it was like, I'm going to change a lot of these words, and they edited that one. That's the only one that's less than 2 hours of the Daniel Craig ones, which I almost like it because it's like, it goes at a faster clip. Did you rewatch all 5 of them?
Just the first 3.
Okay.
What's funny is they get faster and faster, but the intro songs get slower and slower.
Yes.
Notice that?
The Skyfall song is very slow.
Yeah.
And when I saw Spectre, the music video from that guy that I can't stand now, and I specifically don't like him because of this, it spoiled parts of the movie.
You like the guy that did the song for it?
Well, yeah, they had the music video
Oh.
play before the pre-screening for critics of the Spectre, the 4th one.
Gotcha.
And it showed things that were going to happen in the movie, and it was like, why would you do this to us? We came here to watch this movie, and you just spoiled it with the music video. So I hold it against that singer, even though he doesn't.
Where did you see
the
that?
music video that's released separately, or the
Yes.
opening montage?
No, not the
Oh,
opening
yeah,
montage.
that would.
Because it wasn't like a Mission Impossible where here's the things that's going to happen in the movie.
yeah.
I cannot stand
Was it?
that.
Am I crazy, or was it Chris Cornell?
It wasn't Chris Cornell.
He
That's
used Casino Royale.
Yeah.
Sam Smith did Spectre.
Oh,
see, I
yeah,
knew you would know.
I was gonna say it, but I thought you were like purposely not saying.
Yeah,
Oh,
that-
just
you
to
don't want
not,
to call him
like-
out on it.
Yeah, so I don't get called homophobic, or is he?
What, is
would
he?
be demon phobic now? Or something?
Why is it what?
Isn't he a
Who?
demon?
Who?
Isn't he,
Who was a demon?
Sam's.
Why is Sam Smith a demon?
Yeah.
He wasn't he dressing up like a devil a bunch of times and saying like
He had that song like Unholy that came out.
yeah. I don't know, it was-
Wow.
I'm not into demons, so and you spoiled. He's watching, I'm sure.
Where did you see it?
It was at the Marcus in St. Louis Park. It was a
Oh,
pre-screen.
wow,
When I used to
alright.
go to pre-screenings, which I don't care about. Do you still see a lot of movies in the movie theater, having worked in one?
No, not as much as I would like to.
What's the last movie you saw in a movie theater? This isn't a test. It's just this is my favorite question to ask people.
I went to a short film fest a couple months ago, but I think it was Thunderbolts.
Okay.
Took the 10-year-old to see it. So
Yeah. Wait. I took a 5-year-old to see that movie. Actually, I also took a 4-year-old, and they both liked it.
yeah, I mean it's a little dark for for that age.
Yeah, a little
Yeah, when
bit.
she's holding the bottle, and it's
Yeah.
like, oh. I try to explain to them that women can have flaws too, and
Yeah.
not just men. And,
You heard it first. Women have flaws.
yeah, aren't you a big proponent of women's rights and wrongs?
Yes, I am.
Get wrong with Kirk Farx.
Get wrong? Wow. That's not the takeaway here.
How does that first conversation go, and how do you decide to be a music guy? Like, were you playing music in your life prior to this? And just get ready. I'm going to stack questions, and you
Sure.
can answer whichever one you want. Pretend
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
Pam Bondi.
Yeah.
Don't answer any of them.
Yeah, so my undergrad was music ed at the University of Minnesota.
Oh.
That's where I met Isaac. We did the drum line at the University of Minnesota together.
Wasn't that sexy then because of that Nick Cannon movie?
Drumline?
Yeah,
Oh,
the Nick
alright.
Cannon movie came out a couple years before that. So yeah, it was all the rage. So yeah, we met there. We did that, and it was during college that we started to get into like music production and downloaded some free softwares, and Damien gave us a chance, and that's kind of how we got started there. So
Wait, so I'm very curious about drumline because so U of M drumline's actually like a serious thing, right? Like,
oh yeah,
you went to the games, you had to get
Oh,
there
yeah.
early. There was practicing like an hour a day or 2 hours a day.
So during the season, it's a lot. 2 hour, 45-minute rehearsals every day, Monday through Thursday. The drumline stayed late every Wednesday for 3 hours. We warmed up on a game day. So back then, and the Gophers still aren't that great, but back then they were really bad. So every game is at 11 a.m. and we would tap off at 5 a.m. and get started. So yeah, it's a big commitment, but it's one of my best memories ever. So.
Wait, 5 a.m.
On game days, yeah.
as a college student. So you're not partying the night before.
No.
I mean, you could.
Well,
but you're going to be exhausted.
in the later years, yeah, we did. we might have. My freshman year, we did Halo LAN parties
Oh, nice.
the
Fun.
night before game days, and we did like, Capture the Flag and Blood Gulch and all that. Old Halo references for anyone that.
Wait, are either of you Halo? Is there an
Yeah, I've
Xbox
played Halo
here?
before. Yeah. Triple kill. Yeah.
Wait, what,
Kilimanjaro.
Halo, the game?
No, it's
I
just a
don't know
game,
what-
yeah.
Oh yeah,
Kill
never.
streaks.
I think I played it twice.
A couple times in college, and was never an Xbox guy. Nothing personal. Bill Gates is in the Epstein files. Sorry,
Alright.
I'm not trying to
It's
say
way
it's
too early to say it.
What? Oh,
So we don't
yeah.
get demonetized.
Sorry, now we're not making up money off of your interview because I said Epstein and they'll nuke that for whatever reason. That's sorry.
It's okay.
Aren't you having fun?
Yeah, I'm not taking it personally. We're having a great time.
If you took it personally, that would tell everyone a lot of things. So this is actually very good for you to not be taking it. Okay, so you're in Drumline. What free softwares are you downloading in the mid 2000s to?
Back then, it was Reason. Reason was really early back then, and they just got. I'm pretty sure they just got sold to another company. But Reason is one of the digital audio workstations. And then Reaper is another one that's free to use. So yeah, I recommend that one for anyone that just is trying stuff out. So we used those for a long time until we had somewhat expendable income to be able to buy, gear, how anyone would, buy stuff as they're getting better. And
what programs did you upgrade to, or what gear have you bought?
like the MIDI keyboard, microphone, speakers, Audio Technica headphones. Those are the best. And then the softwares and plugins and sounds and whatnot.
Okay.
So
Hey, have you turned it into a 1099 in any sort of way, or?
We thought about it and we tried to, like we did like the whole LLC thing and that started, but it never really took off. Life caught up with us me and Isaac as a duo. So now it's just kind of the fun hobby.
Yeah.
Got it. We do not judge people on how they view themselves, but we like to ask, do you view this as part-time work? Do you view this as a hobby? And I think there's a healthy economy that is built from both things. And then ideally, like Nick wants to be full-time. Nick is full-time in the sense for industrial and commercial work,
right?
But not narrative work. Kirk is part-time for narrative work, and you get part-time commercial work.
Yeah,
of your brother,
occasionally,
so and I also, but that's cool that
What is yours?
I'm an entertainer. People pay me money to show up and press buttons.
You don't pop
I
out
thought
of
you're
cakes
not
anymore?
gonna say it.
I don't do the cakes anymore.
Okay.
I'm trying to think if I've ever done anything like silly when I'm
Like jump out of a cake.
Like people always ask, "What are you wearing?" And I'm wearing a suit, and I come with a laptop, and that's it. So I'm a wedding DJ, and that is how I fund a lot of my movies, because as a white collar, the other entity that may or may not occupy this corporeal form, because I'm Kyle Farx right now. If there was another person you knew with a different name, that person could, potentially work a full-time job differently. Why did you try any of the other filmmaking positions? Because it kind of seems like, knowing Damien also views himself as a hobbyist, and I guess did you go on a production set? I obviously did for MacGuffin.
Yeah, that's the only one I've ever gone to the set. We have like a couple private chat groups for like the main guys that we work with. So story generation, idea generation, stuff like that. But that's about it.
Oh yeah, Alton. You work with Alton, right?
Yeah, Benny.
Alton was a wedding DJ with me 15 years ago, and I always love bringing that up to him. He told me I can't remember the joke exactly. It was a very dirty joke about wedding DJing, and I used it myself. Moving on after that, so
I'm not surprised knowing Benny.
I love him.
He's the best. It was me, Damien, him, and Dan Delano.
Dan Delano.
Yeah, so the four of us, we usually get very sidetracked very quickly, so there's not really a lot of idea generations that are like, like any group chat.
Oh
Yeah, that's fair.
We can't ideate from our group chat. We have to go, we are meeting at this time, we're only working on this, and we're Nick's nodding, everyone.
And even then, it still doesn't quite
Yeah,
work.
it takes a while to get back on track.
Well,
We did good last time, but there's still a lot of
there was
bullshit.
a solid 4 hours of work, I feel like. And there was a solid 3 hours the time before. So this is how we work that shit out. Is
On camera?
on air.
On the show,
camera.
yeah.
Yes, sir. So do you get where I'm going with this question of like, hey, why composing? Just because you were on the drum line, so composing?
Yeah. Well, like I said, the original plan was to do music education, and then I finished that program and did my student teaching and decided I didn't want to do that.
Why?
I hated student teaching. It ruined music for me.
Oh, wow.
It ruined music as like a passion and a hobby. And so, great time to figure that out after you spent all your money on the degree. But it was too important to me that I'd still get to enjoy it. So I kind of putzed around and then worked at the theater full time and then found myself at my current job. But
You work in education like Mrs. Farx does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was always just the fascination with movies and movie music. Like, I just loved it. Talked about it all the time. So.
Were there composers that inspired you or have since inspired you in your work?
For sure. Oh, yeah.
Such as?
Right now, I listen to a lot of Olafur Arnold's
I don't know who that is.
He did the TV show Broadchurch.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've seen
And that
it.
music is
David Tennant.
Yeah, it's really good. Ludwig Göransson, his stuff has been really interesting to listen to. And then, Hans Zimmer growing up a lot, Michael Giacchino,
Okay.
the big boys, the big hitters,
What is something? What I really enjoy was it? Who do we have on there? Was it Jeff Goldsmith who came on the show and said he doesn't like? Was it Hans Zimmer or the other guy?
I think it was
like
the
John
other
Williams.
guy. Yeah.
John Williams doesn't like. Is there anyone you have like? That's not a like when you're listening to a score.
Yeah.
What is something that would make you feel negatively? Then we'll ask about something positive at first. But
Oh man, I guess if it's distracting from what's going on visually, and with music, there's so many like artistic liberties that you can take with what you're doing, so it's kind of hard to do that. It all depends on what you're trying to accomplish. So no, I think the one thing that bothers me is mostly like you see it in shorts when people have like pre-selected tracks and they just like insert them into the movie and like things just like fade out because the music's no longer needed and it's
like stock tracks.
Yeah,
or,
yeah.
what was it, Kevin? The guy like
there's a fake
Kevin
name.
MacLeod. Kevin
Kevin
MacLeod. Do
MacLeod's
you
the
remember that?
made-up
That
name.
music. It might still be around, like the music library that
Yeah.
just had a ton of stuff. So everyone would just put in their credits music by Kevin MacLeod, but it was a stock library.
Yeah.
But he had like
wow.
a million tracks, and yeah,
Yeah, that's the stuff that bothers me because it's just obvious. The AI stuff is kind of hard to catch because it's getting really good now and it can line up. So like there's some stuff at Z-Fest that had AI music.
Yeah.
Like there was that whole Facebook thing, I think, where people were pretty chatty about AI stuff, but
I'm sorry I started the Facebook because from my perspective, and I've covered this on the show before, but like I heard a lot of negative talk, and what I noticed in, no offense, Minnesota a lot, is people will have lots of conversations behind the scenes, and they never like bubble up to the surface for everyone to be like, hey, and like, not to go into, we're not going to talk about that, but like the Z-Fest, like the way that shifted in a vast way this past year has been like, guys, like it's not because of this, it's because of that, and then there's this general like in-shitification of everything that I feel is ever present, and maybe it's just because I get older and cynicism grows. I don't know. Is that why you stop? Like, I want to go back to this. So you're doing music education, and it's just I'm trying to, because I often like fantasize like, what if I didn't do this work and I like taught kids how to make movies or something, because nothing will be of value in the future because AI will do everything and we can just pursue our passions and teach kids crafts or, the whatever, I don't know.
yeah. I think what ruined music, so it was being a band director and I just couldn't handle all the shitty music for 6 hours a day. Like they're not good.
No.
Even at high school, like they're okay, but like
All day?
yeah, it's all day.
Yeah, I know.
And so like my brother-in-law is a 6th grade. He was a 6th grade band director, and it's like, I don't know how you do it. That's like that ear's bleeding. Just because you guys know what a 6th grade band concert sounds like. It's not.
I'm going to have to go to them.
No, I wouldn't recommend it.
Well, it's interesting you brought up the music education, because I immediately went to one of the Farxlings is taking music class at 5 years old, which we asked other people and we're like, isn't that kind of young? And the teacher was even like, it's kind of young, and like she can't really, like, she's learning how to read right now.
Yeah.
So like teaching her to, specifically in the drums, is what she wants to do.
Yeah.
Drumline.
Well, that's how I got started. Yeah. Like in 4th grade or something is when they start asking, typically, like, what do you want to do for band? And that's how it was when I was going through school.
Oh, because in K through, what is it, like 3rd grade or something, you just go to band class maybe?
Just general music class.
General music.
Until you
okay.
get to middle school. It depends on the programs now, though. So
Did you take classes outside of band when you were?
private lessons, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So you did have the chance to learn outside of public education. I'm assuming you went to public education?
Yeah. So I did that, church bands and all that,
All
that
right.
stuff. And like, kids with music, like I love teaching music. So I taught drumline still, and like me and Isaac still work with the drumline now, and write all their music.
At the U of M?
No, we do high school stuff for like winter drumline. I don't know if you just.
Is that like how there's cheerleaders and there's flag girls?
So the drummers that wear the drums are on the basketball court on top of a designed floor, and they're moving around and playing. And then all the mallet players are in the front, and you have to create a whole show. It's like a short film.
Yeah.
So we still do that. So like teaching music is still great. I still love it, but like I couldn't do that all the time.
How long of a like short film is it?
I think for this one we have it just clocked in under 5 minutes.
Okay.
So you have to have your concept, your story, the music. It's all got to line up.
Tell me about your concept for this. Like, let's go deep on this one.
Okay. We've done like 10 shows now.
Oh.
But this year, it's called The Signal. And it just opened. We wanted to open up like where you just like right in the middle of it already, and you don't want to set up anything. So it's like a lost spaceship in space. They hear a signal.
Wow.
They decide whether or not they're going to pursue it. And then they
And you're
pursue
communicating all this with drums and drummers.
it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's the narration. You can do sound effects and all that stuff. You can't use it too much though, because otherwise people are just talking the whole time. So you have a lot of different creative things at your disposal to help with that.
So someone's in the back like DJing while they're playing?
Not in the back. There's a computer that runs all the sound equipment, because you got to have speakers and things got to be mic'd up. They're usually kind of in the middle, but yeah.
Wait, mic'd, so the drums aren't loud. They're micing the drums?
The mallet instruments in the front are mic'd up.
Okay.
The drums are perfectly loud.
That's what I thought. Because I'm with a band as a wedding DJ a lot, and that sounds kind of counterintuitive. And the thing you can't make quieter is the drum.
Correct.
That's what we got in trouble for when we were at the St. Paul College Club, which is next to the Governor's Mansion. 2021 New Year's Eve. Kelso was there. You remember this?
Yeah.
Yes, I had.
And you woke up the governor?
The governor was upset by our level of noise, supposedly. I don't know. Sorry, Timmy. Sorry to see you go.
Damn.
But you cut out what I said in November. Why is he running for a third term? Here we are.
Did I cut that out?
I might not have said it when we were still recording.
Said it this time. I'm not gonna cut that out.
I know. I said it before he dropped out, and I was like, oh. Sorry.
You still
cursed
timestamp
it,
the
yeah.
clip though, right?
I definitely will unclip this part.
Yeah. So that way everyone thinks I'm I'm totally for Amy. Yeah. I get enough establishment corporate at work. What I'm really curious about, speaking off of, organizational behavior, is that I've worked with you, and my experience with you was I didn't talk to you that much. You talked to me one time, and you're like, so what are you thinking for this, man? And I was like, I don't know. So you kind of remember the last one? Well, here's this one.
Yeah.
And you're like, sick, man. Cool.
Yeah.
And then you just gave us the whole thing, and we didn't have much back and forth, which was fine.
Yeah, I remember that.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
You've worked with, a broad range of people, many of whom have been guests. You've worked with Vanessa. Mm-hmm. You've worked with Wes. Mm-hmm. I should say their whole name. You've worked with Vanessa M.H. Powers. Mm-hmm. And did you work on her movie as well? I saw you tagged.
Yeah, there was a bunch of songs that were written, and she asked me to fill in some stuff in between. Mm-hmm. So yeah, it's kind of filler, trying to take like the songs that were already made for it and just kind of underscore some stuff.
So is this for Silly Little Wounds?
Yeah.
That we're talking about?
But we've got she's coming on the show to talk about Silly Little Wounds in a couple of episodes. You'll see.
Yeah, she's great.
Oh, we love Vanessa. I'll spoil a little early. My adopted mother was like, I really like that woman on that episode. Why don't you have her on more? She didn't say the last part, but it was like, I really like her on that episode. I was a little like, Vanessa? Okay. What's your interaction with, well, that was kind of a clue on Silly Little Wounds. They already have music, and it's, hey, Eric, can you strip this of different things and then just extend beats for where we need it?
Yeah, it was all silence, and she's like, it's just too long without something. Mm-hmm. Like, and you guys know like what I mean by underscore, I assume.
underscore like there's music, but people are talking. And,
Yeah. So it's underneath, and it's just like it fills out the sound spectrum, and it just makes everything sound better, feel better. So it's a lot of that. It wasn't anything that was intense or anything, but yeah.
Contrast Vanessa Powers with Nathan Block, because you worked on Cody, and like what's interesting to me is I see Vanessa and Nathan as my peers, and but they're very different to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, it's not an insult to Nathan Block or to Vanessa. They're clearly
That was
two
a big
different
laugh,
people.
though.
It's just 'cause the way he reacted, I'm like, yeah, those are two different people that I've worked. What is the difference in their working styles with you?
I mean, it's kind of like an extension of our working relationship too. Is like I'll go as in depth with people and nerd out on movie music as much as they want to, and if they don't, or however much they do or don't, then we'll go from there. And it just depends on the more I work with people, the more I know what they expect. And so like I know what Nathan wants and expects out of his score. Like I just did his short film. I think Nick was editing on it.
Was it Sweet
That
Dreams?
horror one?
Or that's like, I mean, it's that
No,
maybe not.
I'm working on Sweet Dreams actually. The one we did for the 48 for the City
Run?
48, the City
No.
producers.
Oh,
Run.
Run,
That
right? Yeah.
Run, with starring Jared Crooks and another director you've worked with, Carrie Leyland.
Yes, yeah. So, like, I've worked with Nathan enough to know that Nathan is very traditional, and he likes a traditional score. And like, one of our first projects together, I sent him something. He's like, no,
No.
because it was very synthy, and it was like a horror movie, and I was trying to get like a Stranger Things vibe. And so he's like, I understand what you're doing, but that's not what I want. And so I just changed all the instruments to pianos and strings, and then it fit the vibe that he was looking for.
And is that easy to do? Do you use the MIDI keyboard for that?
Yeah.
And you're still you're still playing the same beats, just pressing? You program the keys differently, or how does that work?
You assign a track to an instrument, make that instrument and record it. Then you just keep on creating new tracks with more instruments on there.
I'm sure this is a dumb question from someone who's more of a neophyte than both of my brothers, but like, so is the point of a MIDI keyboard just that it's easier to be like playing essentially keys into a computer?
Yeah, you're just live recording it into it. So it's like you hit play, you play along, you hit stop, and it's there, and there's hundreds of things you can do with it from there. But
Okay, because I think of like GarageBand, and I was like, okay, put a guitar beat here, put a guitar beat here. But it's still doing that, but just you're hitting a key, right?
Yeah.
That's and
Yeah.
instead of adjusting, can you still adjust after the, because it's all digital and ones and zeros?
So
and
like
that.
with your mouse, like you draw it in, or however you want to do it. It just kind of depends. I think the MIDI keyboard is for workflow. It's to increase, how quickly you could do stuff or how easy it is, and just different people have different styles. So
Okay, what's so Nathan, very traditional, Gen X, cool. I see it. My millennial.
Is he Gen X? I don't know.
I mean,
I don't know his age, so I don't want to make
I
that
know his
call.
age exactly. He's Gen X, and
hey,
that's,
he's great.
yeah. I'm not here to talk about individual quality of humans.
Yeah.
I will come back to you in the break on something I saw today on one of our old clips, and I was like,
Alright.
"Whoa, this came off differently than I thought." Vanessa is non-traditional. I don't think that.
No, I wouldn't say that. She's much more musically inclined.
Oh. Well, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so she works with like theater stuff too. So the dialogue about what the music is very different. Like the first one we did together was She's a Doll.
Starring Carrie Leyland.
Also,
See,
yep.
Carrie, I'm doing a good job in here.
Shout out to her. And so for her, it's much more lyrical, whimsical. It's not necessarily about the instruments themselves. It's more just like how the music is interacting with the movie itself. Everyone's a little bit different, and sometimes people just say just do your thing. Other times people, will give specific information that they want. It kind of depends. Whatever's most comfortable with the person I'm working with is what we'll go with.
Well, Wesley Johnson is a guy you've worked with, and he's a music guy.
Yeah.
So, and further contrast, like I knew Vanessa directs the musicals, so I'm aware of her music meant. But Wes is like, hey, I'm a music guy, you know.
Yeah.
So how is that even just a little bit different than the first two folks we
he's
discussed?
about as it's weird. It's interesting. He's about as hands off as it gets.
Wow.
He's like, I won't. It's just here it is. Do it,
Right.
which is great but terrifying at the same time. Because you know the goal is not to make what I think is the best. The goal is to make what whose movie it is what they think is the best. Which is why I tend to ask very long-winded questions when trying to figure out what direction to take the music. So Wes is great. He's so eager, so he loves talking about it. But then he's like, all right, go do your thing. So
What helps from the nerding out, as it were? One of the things, and the reason I'm asking you a question is, one of the things is we hate talking on like during production time, because that's you know, you can nerd out about this movie, but that's not helpful. Post production, you got unless it's a 48, you got lots of time. So what about what do you talk about with somebody who, you know, like you've got someone who's less musically inclined, or I don't know what Nathan's music experience is, versus somebody I know creates their own music and somebody who directs musicals. Like those are three different skill sets.
the biggest difference is just the language you use when you're talking about it.
Right.
It's like you don't have to be musically inclined to understand music. Like I can have a conversation with anyone about what kind of stuff that they want, because it's just about what words you're choosing. And so with someone that's not as like musical, it's like, all right, what do you want it to feel like? How, like, what is your take on this? What kind of movie soundtracks do you like? And just trying to get a sense of their personality more than anything. So the feeling is the one I usually go with the most. You know, feeling words, or if someone has a track for a movie that already exists, like send that. Just get me inside their head a little bit.
Okay. What, like, let's say I wanted to have, and I'm just picking this out of nowhere, a courageous, manly feeling. What
Wow,
music
that's
would you
very
pick?
specific.
What?
Courageous, manly feeling.
That's I want to be specific.
Yeah.
So that he could. How would you create a courageous, manly feeling?
No pressure.
No pressure.
Yeah, it would
You're
depend
still
on.
a courageous man, no matter what you say.
Oh, thank you. I think it would depend on what it's going with. Like, is this being paired with some sort of visual? Is it just an audio track by itself?
It's an epic of a historic figure, specifically around the founding of our country.
George Washington?
No, Jefferson, because I'm more of a Jeffersonian.
Thomas Jefferson?
Yeah, so it's Jefferson giving a speech to his slaves.
What?
Okay.
All right.
What's he saying?
He's saying that one day you guys are going to have equal rights to people like me.
But I'm not going to
See,
do
now
it.
I feel like you're just
Yeah.
like in the SNL Nate Bargatze territory. Which is, I mean, I think that's the hardest I've laughed at an SNL sketch in a while. But-
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Music and comedy, like, music people want to be funny and funny people want to be musical.
Never heard that before. Is that
Yeah.
true?
I've never heard that either.
I'm telling you, every actor is in a band, and every person in a band thinks they can be in a movie. Because like,
and rarely can they do the thing that they want.
Yeah,
sure,
that's
it's
true.
fine. You know, I don't know. Like, it happens. 30 Seconds to Mars guy does both things.
Jared Leto?
That's a
You
terrible
just calling him out, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
You can't carry franchises.
I guess what
I don't think there's anything funny about 30 Seconds to Mars or like his movie choices.
no, I conflated comedian with actor versus and music. Like I just like when you're a musician, don't you feel you've been a musician? Like were women more into you in college when you were you know what I mean?
Asking the real questions,
Like
yeah.
that's like when I'm picking the songs to play at the wedding, it's weird that I now that I have this power over people to shake their hips. They're more interested in you, and it's weird. I'm married. You know, Mrs. Farx knows.
Yeah.
I've been kissed before while I was DJing. It's weird.
Brag about it, all right.
It's, you know, it's happened a couple times.
Being a DJ is pretty cool.
He says it's not artistic.
It's not.
I
You push a
mean-
button. Oh.
We could get into the nitty gritty of it, but like song order transitions, like all that stuff. Like there's that really weird movie with Zac Efron where he's a DJ.
That movie sucks.
It's not a good movie, but like there are some things that he talks about that are kind of legit, like in terms of like the music production side of it. So like it's a terrible movie.
Yeah.
But he has some points, and so like being a DJ, there's artistic merit there for sure.
He did not write those lines. Somebody else did.
That's probably why the movie's so bad. It's probably someone who's like really into like DJing.
Yeah.
And think, oh, I'm going to write a movie about it. And they know a lot about DJing, but they don't know the first thing about writing a screenplay.
Let me tell you something that, oh yeah, that makes sense, but no. I can't remember the name. I'll pass to my brother.
Oh yeah, it's the last question of the night. We usually ask our guests, who would you recommend we ask to be on the podcast?
Benny.
Benny?
Is he still making stuff?
I mean, we're still all in contact, so it kind of depends. The last thing we all did together, I might have been MacGuffin, but we're constantly, chatting about future projects. So him or Dan Delano. Yeah. Dan's the shit. So.
Yeah. And Dan works full time. He makes like stuff when he's not running that gym, doesn't he?
Yeah, full time, like editing, directing, and then he's an American Ninja Warrior, and he's
nice.
He's Project Badass. Like that's Dan.
We'll use this to get Dan or Benny or both to come on.
Yeah.
And
I mean, you could just put the two of them on camera and say, talk, and
sure.
You might be afraid of what comes out of their mouths, but
I can't imagine. Having worked with both of them, I can't imagine anything negative that could come from that.
No, I don't think so. We'll catch you guys next time. Have a good night. Well, wait. Let's thank Eric Richardson for coming on. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you, Eric.
Yeah, thanks.
And I think we had a lovely debate, so catch you guys next time. Bye.
Great.
Thank you for listening. For more JK Productions, find us on Instagram at JK Productions Team and on Facebook, JK Productions MN. Join us next time for another debate.
Are you going to leave that there the whole time?
No, I'm not.
Oh, damn, because I was going to be like, yeah, then I'll know when we hit the time. Because usually I'm just like, oh, I don't know.
Maybe it's been that much time. Yeah.
Well, like, sometimes I'm like, well, I thought that was 20 minutes. But then I'm looking at Kirk, and it's been 25 minutes, and he's looking at me like, why are you looking at me? There, you have a clean one now, if you need it ever.
Not that clean after you start talking.
I waited till after you snapped it. Jeez.
Sorry, now you are waiting for me. I thought.
We'll put this all at the end as a post-credit for you losers that watch the post-credit scenes.
Doesn't mean thank you for watching that long?
Thank you for watching that long. We love you. Chris. Who else should I name as a guest there? Or a linear listener that listens all the way through the post-credit scenes?
I don't know. Can't name them off the top of my head.
We've had a couple now. That impresses me.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, we're just going to... Oh, I'm dumb. My drink's over there.
Is this the third one in a row where I'm eating?
Probably.
Yeah, maybe. Well, I mean, you guys ate before on the show. It just was on video.
Yeah. Well, and there was like the, I forgot, Nick, you weren't in the Marty Supreme episode.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I was here for, you did two back-to-back.
Yeah, we did.
Here.
We did and we do.
This was almost the first time I'm not on at all when you're here. Yeah. But yeah, not the first time period. Okay.
Episode 94, The Rip. Okay.
So you guys are good on drinks and everything? There's
I think so.
Ginger ale in the fridge.
All right.
There's warm THC.
Ooh. We don't touch that. Never
Okay.
would. A lawyer told me the other day when he was drinking THC, and I knew because he was texting me like comparisons between all of the Beatles, and then different people like, this Beatle compares to Shaggy, and this Beatle, and like every time he'd give me like 4 characters, and I would go, and this one was Yoko. Like he'd give me the Lord of the Rings, and Yoko was Gollum. Because, Yoko sucks. I went to her art exhibit at MoMA once, 2015. Mm-hmm. Did not like it.
Why not?
It's dumb. It's a waste of space. Like, a lot of people don't like modern art, and I realize I'm on an artistic debate show.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't know. seems kind of silly to me.
Well, wait, what don't you like about modern art though? What is it? Too pretentious?
It
Is it
doesn't,
too deep? Try to
like
be
when
deep?
I look at a beautiful painting, like I don't go like, oh, I want to look at beautiful paintings, but I can tell that took a lot of work. When I see other modern art, I'm like, maybe that's saying something, maybe it's not.
So you appreciate paintings more than any kind of art then?
No, I think there's just when you can see the work, you appreciate it more versus you know.
Do you want me to crack? I mean, is it hot in here? Because I cranked the heat before I left for the store just to.
I'm good.
Okay.
No, I'm good.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool. You good?
We good?
Okay.
Yep.
You get to ask the first question.